Alright, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy PhD Cash Out coming at you with another week 3 battle. This one taking place between the Cape Girardeau Gardevoirs and the Atlanta Aegislashes. Now, neither of these two coaches have made any changes to their roster. So here's the Cape Girardeau Gardevoirs again for memory's sake. And here is the Atlanta Aegislashes. After careful planning and strategizing, what we got for you today is Rotom Wash, Bisharp, Machamp, Drapion, Mega Gardevoir, and Garchomp for the Cape Girardeau Gardevoir and their coach Thomas. And Charizard Y, Umbreon, Caesar, Venusaur, Terrakion, and Donphan for coach Voltomic of the Atlanta Aegislashes. Now, Volt has not picked up a win yet. This could be his first win of the league. Otherwise, he would be continuing on 0-3. Cape Girardeau Gardevoirs are already 1-1. So a win or a loss would put them as they're currently, I think, in the middle of the rankings, as you guys saw from the week 2 recap. So let's see what happens in this week 3 match. The Cape Girardeau Gardevoirs versus the Atlanta Aegislashes. Alright, Volt's issuing this challenge. So Thomas leads off with Rotom. Volt leads off with Donphan. So now, instantly Volt withdraws Donphan. This is a bad matchup for Donphan. Goes into Blackout the Umbreon. Rotom goes for the Hydro Pump. You know, Umbreon is usually special defensive. It's able to tank that Hydro like nothing. Umbreon being essentially Volt MVP, being able to withstand battles for long periods of time and wearing down his opponent. So Rotom goes for the Volt Switch, does switch out, goes into Machamp. Umbreon goes for the Wish. We know where this is going. So Volt does withdraw. Umbreon goes back into Donphan. Which I'm going for the Dynamic Punch. Will confuse Donphan. Donphan taking small damage from that. Does get the Wish is back at full health. Machamp going for the Ice Punch. Donphan's high defense is showing off right there, being able to tank the Ice Punch even though it's weak to it. Donphan retaliates with an Earthquake. Getting Machamp almost close to half health, probably about 60%. Does recover with its leftovers. Thomas does recall Machamp. Goes into Rotom, probably predicting the Earthquake from Donphan. Donphan does hit himself in confusion, so no attack from there. Volt probably will be switching out. And he is. Goes right into Giga Beast the Venusaur. Would be able to take both of Rotom's stabs. Goes to the Hydro Pump again. Venusaur does shake that off like nothing. Goes for the Earthquake, which obviously doesn't affect Rotom because it's left-handed. Goes for the Volt Switch. I'm not sure if Volt realized that Venusaur was actually faster than Rotom, or was predicting Thomas to switch out immediately. But out comes out Garchomp. Volt does withdraw Venusaur. Goes back out into his Donphan. Garchomp going for the Fire Blast. Barely does any damage to Donphan, who is at about half health. Thomas withdraws Garchomp and goes back into Rotom Wash. Volt goes for the Ice Shard this time. Rotom does resist the Ice attack because of its water typing. Pretty much gets stuff back to full health with the leftovers recovery. Donphan's still sitting at about half health though. The Volt withdraws Donphan and goes in to black out the Umbreon. Thomas goes to the Will-O-Wisp, and if I know better, this is Synchronized Umbreon. Which it is. Rotom burning itself in the process. The question now is, did Volt pack Heal Bell this time on Umbreon, as this was an issue for his match last week? They both take the damage from the burn. Rotom goes for the Volt Switch. And out in its place will be Gardevoir, who will trace to Synchronize in case Volt was going for a status move. Volt instead going for the Wish. Let's get the recoveries from the leftovers. Now we go right back down because of the burn. That's the where he was before, now he's literally at the 50%. So as per rules, Thomas is megaing his Gardevoir. Umbreon goes to Protect. I'm going to assume Gardevoir went for the Hyper Voice, and she did. Umbreon is protected by it. The Wish brings Umbreon back to full health. Does go back down slightly because of the burn. So now Volt does withdraw and goes into Weapon X the Scizor. Gardevoir going for the Taunt. Won't probably do much to Scizor. Gardevoir goes for the switch. Volt predicts it, goes for the Pursuit. Puts Gardevoir at half health. Gardevoir does go out. Out comes out Garchomp. Volt quickly withdraws. Scizor does remember the Fire Blast from Garchomp. And goes into Donphan. Garchomp goes for the Dragon Tail. Will force Donphan out, and in its place is Venusaur. Venusaur goes for the Giga Drain. Is a neutral hit on the Garchomp. Venusaur does lose his HP because of the Life Orb. Garchomp goes for Toxic. I'm assuming predict the Volt to switch out, but is not affected on Venusaur. Goes back into Blackout the Umbreon. Garchomp does switch out. In his place is Drapion. I'm highly surprised no one has gotten a kill just yet. Drapion goes for the Cross Poison. Oh, and Umbreon is carrying Heal Bell. Well, probably did go back and rewatch his last match. Umbreon is cured of its burn. Drapion goes to the Ice Fang. Gets Umbreon back at 50% health. Umbreon going for the Wish. But now, I wonder if Umbreon gonna go straight for the Protect. Thomas gonna actually try to set up, maybe with a Swords Dance. Goes for Agility! Umbreon goes for the Foul Play, probably predicted a Swords Dance. This is now a fast Drapion. Drapion goes for the Cross Poison. Gets a crit. Umbreon retaliates with a Foul Play. And that's a crit. Drapion goes for the Cross Poison again. 2 crits back to back. And Umbreon goes down, the first casualty in this match. Thomas on the board, 6-5. Out comes out Scizor. Drapion goes for the Nice Slash. That was a crit. Also, Drapion, 3 crits back to back. But will go down to Scizor's U-turn. I was kind of somewhat predicting a Drapion sweep incoming. Volt now on the board though. It is a 5-5. Out comes out Charizard. And here comes a Machamp. So now Charizard will be Mega Evolving to Mega Charizard Y. Now here comes the Sun. And there is the Flamethrower, which is boosted because of the Sun, which will be enough. Machamp goes down 4-5. Out comes out Rotom. Not sure if he knows that this actually carries Solar Beam. Rotom gets to the red but is able to live the Solar Beam, goes for the Volt Switch, gets Charizard to half health. Out comes out Bisharp. Goes for the Sucker Punch, fails. Volt goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which will cut Bisharp's attack in half. Is this a Lumberry Bisharp? It is not. Bisharp goes for the Sucker Punch again. Volt goes for the Roost. I was telling that she just go outright and attack the Charizard at this point. Goes for the Sucker Punch a third time, actually is able to land it. But because of the burn, doesn't do as much damage as it would have originally done. Here comes the Flamethrower. This is going to guarantee be a dead Bisharp. 3-5. The Sunlight does go away on a Volt side of the field. Out comes out Gardevoir. Volt does withdraw Charizard Y, and in its place is Weapon X to Scizor. Goes with Thunderbolt. Not enough to kill Scizor. Scizor comes and retaliates with Bullet Punch, which will be enough to kill Gardevoir. Gardevoir goes down. Things are not looking good for Thomas right now. 2-5. Out comes out Garchomp. Volt switches out Scizor. Brings out Donphan. Thomas sets out the Stealth Rocks. Probably trying to make Donphan waste a turn to Rapid Spin those away, but instead Donphan goes directly for the Ice Shard. Garchomp is able to go, so Dragon Tail does land it. Is Charizard gonna be brought out? Because this will hurt Charizard a lot. Scizor comes out, and Scizor is already weak as well. And it would be enough, and it is. Scizor goes down because of the rocks. 2-4. Out comes out Venusaur. Takes damage from the rocks. Goes for the Giga Drain, actually faster than the Garchomp. And is enough to kill. Garchomp goes down. And this looks like it's going to be a 4-0 win for Volt. Out comes out Rotom, who is burned and hurt. One Giga Drain should be and is enough. Rotom goes down. It is a 4-0 victory for Voltomic and the Atlanta Aegislashes.
And there goes the battle!
GG's to both coaches. The Cape Girardeau Gardevoir will be going 1 and 2. The Atlanta Aegislashes pick up their first win and are now 1 and 2. They're now tied with the Cape Girardeau Gardevoir in terms of points. Hope you guys did appreciate this match. As usual, like and subscribe for more content. Until next time, this is PXG Cash Hour, coach of the New York Nido Kings, signing off.